He said, oh, well, that's how you're supposed to do. You got to give to the OGs. And I said, I gave you the milk because I don't want it. I don't care what you're talking about, this OG stuff. And I stepped up in his face, like ready to fight. Caught up, and the woman says, oh, I need load so I can speak to you. And it starts like something small. And you think, oh, okay, load is 50 pesos. But then she needs 50 pesos a day. But it's true. It's not just the Philippines. You could be anywhere in the world. You can't be too nice. Hey guys, this is me again, Jay the Black Filipino TV. Somebody brought it up in yesterday's video. He said, I want to see you talk about you can't be too nice in the Philippines.
Oh, that's Peter Wong.
Yeah, Peter Wong. Yeah, I know I mentioned it in the video, and so today I'm going to talk about it. No time like the present, right? Why not? So I'm going to tell you guys what I meant. I was talking about all situations, okay? And what I mean by all situations, that's with the woman. It's even with the people, okay? It's with the woman, it's with the people, it's with all situations. Now, what happens in the Philippines, right? Some reason, don't be wrong, you could be the most loving person, because I'm the most loving person myself, right? I'm the nicest guy, but I'm not too nice. You can't be too nice when it comes to anything, especially business. Anybody knows when it comes to business, okay? You're too nice in the Philippines, you're gonna get ran over. Even when it comes to relationships, don't get caught up, guys. You may have the sweetest Filipino ever, but you can be too nice. And let me talk about the woman first. Now, what happened was, right? Actually, I spoke with a person already, and it's my friend, actually my family, who spoke on this. And she said what she said. I was talking about the monteres. It was in a live stream. We talked about the monteres. Right? And with the monteres, I said I can't do it. It's too much. It's too much for me. Like with monteres, to where they're celebrating every month. Oh, babe, hey, happy monteres. And then they would want a gift. I had to tell Kay right away, no, I can't celebrate month. It's too much. And you got to keep track of it every month and happy montery, and then you got to remember the date of the month that you started talking. So if you started talking to the girl on March 6th, every April 6th, it's your montery. May 6th, it's your montery. June 6th, it's your montery. Way too much. There's even guys, because Kay tried to do it for me online, right? Now there's a lot of you guys that get sucked into this, and it's too much. Now the one thing that was funny is Abigail even said it was too much. She said it would happen when she was younger, when Filipino guys would want to celebrate the monteries, and she would have to set them straight, look, I don't want to celebrate monteries. And the thing is, as a man, you guys know, as a man and a manly man, keeping track of dates, anniversaries is hard enough, okay? You can keep track of the anniversaries. That's a lot easier, but monteries? It's too much, especially as a man that's on his mission. You have too much stuff going on to keep track of all these dates. Maybe you have kid or kids. You gotta remember your kids' dates, then you gotta remember your mother's birthday, Sometimes there's a lot of dates to remember, so to remember monteries is just too much. And that's just on a smaller level. Also, you can't be too nice too, because you have some Filipinas. Like it happens to guys online. I wouldn't even suggest dating online right now with the Philippines coming so close to opening. Anybody that dates online, you gotta be crazy. Especially if you started dating online now. If you're already dating online and you're talking to the lady for months already, that's understandable. But if anybody starts dating online, don't do it. Because it happens to guys all the time online, especially. And I don't even really want to talk about it, because you'll be there online and you get caught up and a woman says, oh, I need load so I can speak to you. And it starts like something small, and you think, oh, okay, load is 50 pesos. But then she needs 50 pesos a day, because load is 50 a day. Then it turns into more, I want to get my motorcycle out of the shop. When they're really buying a new motorcycle, because you can get a motorcycle in the Philippines for 10,000. You giving them 10,000 to get their motorcycle out of the shop is buying them a new motorcycle, and it happens to guys all the time. So that's exactly why you can't be too nice with the woman. If you're a guy starting to date online now, I would have suggested, like, it's wild, guys. Like, for instance, was actually promoting an online site, which really I haven't been promoting, guys. I haven't promoted it. They can be watching the video right now, right? And they're like, well, oh, Jay, it's probably in my description. I haven't promoted it. The reason why is the Philippines is so close to opening. Even though I'm promoting that site, I'll be a fool to tell you guys, yeah, guys, go check. You get a discount on my description code. Check it out. I'm not doing it. And guys, let me talk about this real quick, because that's one of the reasons why I don't like to promote a lot of, a lot of, what do you call it? A lot of sponsors. All right, I like to promote the ones that make sense to me, because I get offers all the time and it doesn't make sense. Like I have that one, and right now it doesn't make sense. The Philippines is close to opening, so I wouldn't tell you guys to go online when you could just come to the Philippines. Anyway, that's just about the woman. Let me get into the next part. So I want to talk about another situation. Like, for instance, other day I came outside of Manila Bay. I came out, and if everybody seen the live stream, it was like almost instant, because I came out and I seen the popcorn guy. Now, sometimes, I see the guys, I know that they're struggling, and they have to work all day just to make 200 pesos, sometimes 300 pesos. So what I do sometimes, I'll say, you know what, let me get all this guy's stuff and help him sell some stuff. So I seen the opportunity, and it was almost instant. I was doing it during a live stream. I was doing a live stream, and I just came out and I said, oh, you know what? Boom, right? It was right, like instant. So I said, let me do it right now, right? I started helping the guy. The popcorn was cheap. It was so cheap. I spent 1,000 pesos, guys. And for 1,000 pesos, I made his night. He was able to go home earlier. So I'm out there. I'm like, hey, free popcorn, everybody, free popcorn, right? So I'm doing that. As we're giving out the free popcorn, there's a group of kids, right? They're teenagers. And they start asking for more. Oh, well, yeah, we gave us popcorn. Now we need something to drink. Which is understandable. We should have gave something to drink, but we didn't. Okay? That's understandable. Then the kid bought rice. He had a bag of rice in his hand. You guys didn't see it because I got the camera over here and they're over here. So I'm holding the camera like this, showing people getting free popcorn, and they're here, pestering me and Kay, right? So these kids, the kid held up a bag of rice and said, like, buy me some ulam to go with this, right? Some ulam. He's saying ulam. And I didn't know the whole time, because he's talking to Tagalog. I'm still talking to people saying free popcorn, free popcorn. Yeah, whatever's here. Yeah. Give everybody some. Everybody. Yeah, free.
Last drop na, last.
Yeah, get the last shot. What's up?
Huwag niyo nakulutin. Madam mo ulit maiyadan. Mag-audit maiyadan.
You're welcome.
Sir, ano binigay sa kanya to? Di ba 20? Sir, binigay ako kulit naman.
As I'm doing that, the kid is over here talking to me. The kid was saying, give us money to go get some food, like go to McDonald's or something, right? That's what the kid is saying. And it's like, well, I'm not here to do that. I'm here to give free popcorn to the kids. Kay told him that too. So, oh, well, no. And the kids are complaining to Kat, no. I got upset when Kay told me.
I'm not gonna get food.
Yeah, he said, I'm not gonna get full with the popcorn. Like, no, we're not here to get you full, And why this is with the kid, this is when I really got upset. Then the kid said, you like something like we're supposed to, like we're obligated to do it, and that's how it happens. When you're too nice, sometimes, and I wasn't being too nice at that point. I was being nice, just a simple thing. They wanted me to take it further, and that's one thing I wasn't doing. I wasn't there for that. I was there for free popcorn. I was happy. Me and Kay were happy to see Manila Bay open. Really, Manila Bay is open now. Like it's not fully open yet, but I'm telling you, within a couple of weeks, a week or so, it's gonna be open. Everybody can go there, and we were happy to see that. We were seeing the kids. We seen the kids walking by. The kids are walking by, telling mommy, give me some popcorn. And you know how it is when you're a little kid, and mommy goes, no, we're not getting popcorn. He keeps walking, and I know it's happened to me all the time when I was younger. And I'm like, man, let me buy at the popcorn stand. 500 pesos is nothing. I would expect you guys to do the same thing too. All right, it's not that I'm trying to show off or because it's not a lot of money, So I said, hey, let me buy off the popcorn stand. So I bought it out. So what happened was the kids, they kept pestering. They were pestering Kay in Tagalog. And they were sitting there, and we were there giving out the popcorn for the whole time. We must have been giving out the popcorn for 30 minutes. The kids are sitting there, like, oh, taste some ulam. And this is the thing that drove me over the wall, right? I didn't know the kid was saying that to Kay. The kid was talking to me. It was one kid about my height, because these kids were teenagers. And he's talking to me, and and they're asking for money. and the kid smells like alcohol. He smells like alcohol. If anybody, I used to drink heavily almost every day. So I know. And the kid, I said, you drinking? He said, and the kid is drunk, and I'm like, oh man, he's not really drunk. He's been drink. I can tell he's been drinking for an amount of time to where he can handle his liquor, because he's not like, but he smells like an alcohol factory, because he's talking right in my face. Cool, yeah. You know when somebody's breath is staying, it's like he's pretty much blowing. He's right in my face. He might as well be blowing in my face, blowing me kisses, because I smell his breath. I'm like, I'm sitting there like, no. I'm like, back up, you know. Of course, we didn't give the kids nothing, but they wanted us to give them. They were kind of demanding it, but of course we rejected. But, you know, and what happened?
I gave 20.
Kay, see, and Kay's too nice.
Just to let
Kay's
you
too
go,
nice.
I'm so...
She's a too nice Filipina, and he happens all the time with Kay.
Oh, he's trying to say like, oh, you giving away popcorn, you can even give money?
Yeah, the
I was
kids
like,
were saying
what?
that. Yeah, and Kay gets crushed. See, Kay gets her feelings hurt. Me, I have nerves and feelings of steel. Okay, I don't. It doesn't bother me. Like when if I spoke Tagalog, which I'm learning, and what these kids were saying, I don't think I should say it in a video, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I would have told the kids, get out of here, and told them about themselves. It's like the same thing, right? And I hate to use this analogy, but it's true because it's human nature. It's like, say if you go into jail or prison. I said this one day in the live stream, right? Say if you go to jail, and it happened with me before, actually. I told you guys before about the story. I think it was a year ago, or I could have said it after that. But I told you about what happened when I ended up in Rikers Island, right? And they were giving out milks, and what they do is like when you first go to the island, they give you milks, right? And I didn't want the milk because I'm thinking in my head I'm gonna get out, right? So, and I did get out. I got out the next day. So I'm like, I don't want this. I didn't eat nothing when I got there because I already knew I was getting out, right? So what happened was I gave the guy my milk. He's been on Rikers for a while, right? And then the guy said he automatically took it for something. He said, oh, well, you know, that's how you're supposed to do. You know, you got to give to the OGs. And I said, and me naturally, I said, you know, I gave you the milk because I don't want it. I don't care what you're talking about this OG stuff. And I stepped up in his face, like ready to fight. And he's like, and I was really ready to fight because I already know he's taking it like, when he was G-checking me, oh, that's how you're supposed to do it with the OGs. Like, no. Just for you saying that, I already know it's on. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to say I'm some super tough guy, but it's true. Because say in jail, just from you doing something nice, and not even nice, I didn't want it. You know? I said I gave you the milk because I didn't want it. Like, what are you trying to say? You feel me? Because he's pretty much saying like, next time he see me, I'm food. That's what's happening. So, and I hate to say this, but it's true, it happened. But no, it's true because it's human nature. You know, when a person gives you something, a lot of times you're always looking what more you can get. That's why a lot of times giving to people is not really that good, okay? It really does them more harm than good, you know? And it can do you more harm than good. And that's why I use that. That's a great analogy, actually, because in jail, you can give to someone. Say I gave the guy the milk, right? Now he's looking at me like I'm food, I'm a meal. So next time he sees me, you know what he's gonna do? Oh, I got commissary. Guys are gonna see me and say, oh, hey, let me get some chips. Oh, let me get a Snicker. Oh, and then before you know it, you're giving up all your stuff. Then they start robbing you. Then it turns into, you know, now you're fighting for your life in jail. And it's true, guys. It's true. If anybody's ever been in jail or prison before, they know what I'm talking about. But it's true, especially Rikers Island. You know, it's one of the worst jails in America. And you get seen automatically as food. That's how they look at you. And it's the same thing can happen in the Philippines. If you get too nice and too caught up in giving, okay, first off, the people are gonna say, hold up, he got it. He has it. Because you gotta understand, right? In the Philippines, a person, even what I was doing at the popcorn stand, right? It's a little outlandish, not so much because I'm in Manila. But you never know, you could be in a province somewhere and then you just take 1,000. I didn't take 1,000, I took like hundreds, but if you take 1,000, you just got thousands in your hand and you just spending things, you just buying people's stuff, you can get caught up. All right, for the most part, that won't happen in the Philippines, but it's true. It's not just the Philippines. You could be anywhere in the world. You can't be too nice. So this is for anywhere in the world. You can't be too nice. You can't be too nice when you're in relationships. You can't be too nice when you're dating. You can't be too nice when you're helping people. You can't be too nice with anything. All right? And that's what I mean. Like, you can't be too nice in the Philippines, guys. You'll find yourself being kidnapped because now you're a target. So what happens is, after this pandemic, a lot of people were down and out in the Philippines. All right? So you definitely don't want to be too nice when you get here, especially in certain areas. And now they're looking at you as food. It's true, guys. That's the moral of the story of not being too nice. Business deals too. Jail for like years. I was in jail for a week only. Let you guys know that happened. This was what, like 2005. Around 2005, this happened. Let me tell you guys what happened. I got an accident, right? I got an accident. Somebody stopped short in front of my car. Boom, hit him, right? So the cop, I didn't want to blow in the breathalyzer because my face is smashed open, guys. My face is like blood, like protruding out of my face. And then the guy came up to me and said to blow in the breathalyzer. I said, I'm not blowing in the breathalyzer. I need my lips stapled, right? But it was bugged out. So they go, I get in there in the hospital, they fix my lip. Automatically the cop is saying, I need you to take, I need to get your blood, right? So then he gets my blood, and then he sees that I had, something in my system. But then let me tell you guys the more of the story what happened, right? So then I get thrown in jail, right? After that, I get bailed out, right? I get bailed out from Rikers Island. When I finally go to court for what I got in trouble for with him, the judge threw it out. The judge said, you didn't have enough in your system to blink funny. He said, in your system, we can tell that you did something before, but you didn't have enough in your system at that time to even blink funny. That's what he said. And the thing is, guys, let me tell you guys my situation up there, right? He throws me in jail. I couldn't walk. The car smashed, total. I wish I had pictures to show you guys. My car was totaled, okay? So the car came in on my legs, and it really came in on my legs. So I'm walking like this. So they throw me on Rikers, and I'm limping through Rikers. Now, I actually wasn't going to Rikers at first. What happened was, I was in Central Bookings, right? I was in Central Bookings, and this is what led me to Rikers. I was in Central Bookings, and I'm limping through, and so I'm sitting there saying, oh, you know, I shouldn't be in here. Me being foolish, I'm traumatized right now, because like, I went from an accident to Rikers Island, no, to jail, right? Now I'm in Central Bookings going, what's going on? So what happened was a correction officer in Central Bookings wanted time off, paid time off. The easy way to get paid time off was through an injury. So he see me volatile, right? And I'm sitting there, I can't believe I'm in jail. It's New York. New York is like that, guys. So I'm like, what am I doing here? Like, I just got in an accident. I'm limping through the cells, right? Central Booking. So the cop came in there and grabbed me, and I threw him off of me. Like, what do you grab me for? I threw him off. Boom. So now, and he sits there like, oh, and I'm sitting there like, I didn't like I threw him and then started stomping him. I just threw him off me. He fell on the floor. Oh, and I'm sitting there like, I said, oh man. Assaulting officer.
Assaulting.
Now I'm hit with the assaulting officer. First it was for they were trying to give me a DUI, which I got thrown out. Now I'm going down. I'm going to Rikers for assaulting officer, and I didn't even assault him. Right? He took advantage of me to get paid time off. You know, and I got to tell you guys, it was a tragic situation because, right? That's what happened. So I'm sitting there now. I'm going from Central Bookings to Rikers. I was about to get out. The guy see me, took advantage of my situation, knew I was volatile because I was saying like, why am I here? I couldn't believe it. I went from the hospital where I couldn't walk to they threw me right in jail because he's looking to, you know, hit the quota. That's how it is in New York. You know, a lot of police systems in America is corrupt. It really is, especially in New York City. If you guys know, if you ever been in New York City around New Year's, okay, everybody gets locked up. You get caught for anything, for jaywalking. You're going to Rikers Island. It's bugged out. Like, it's crazy the way they do in New York City. But anyway, you know, I hate the New York City police system. But anyway, that happened to me. So when I get to Rikers, right, I'm going to Rikers, so I'm still volatile. I'm still like I'm disheveled. I'm like, I can't believe what's happening to me, right? So this happens with the milk. So imagine I'm like, I don't want this, right, guys? I'm like, I'm frantic the whole time. I'm going through all these steps, and I'm like, I'm not expecting this, right? So now I'm in Rikers Island, And I give the guy the milk because I'm like, I don't want this. I already made a phone call, I'm getting out of here, right? And now the guy's like, oh, that's how you got to do it. And the guy, I'm already pissed off, sitting there like, notice. And I wanted to take his head. I can't even walk though. I can't really fight because I'm like, I'm limping, right? But I'm looking at the guy knowing like, man, like, no, this is not that. I'm ready to die in here. And I really was, because I was, imagine me at the time, I'm fuming. I'm like, you know, one of those kids, when you're a little kid, you see a kid, that's how I am right now. I want to cry, but I can't cry because I'm so angry. I'm like, so every little bit, and people can just keep picking, and the guy, oh yeah, that's what you gotta do. And I'm sitting there like, what? And I'm ready to fight him. So then they separate me. Now they throw me in like a segregation area, right? Because they see me, I'm like, I'm bugging out. So, make a long story short, what happened was I got taken out. I ended up getting beat up by correctional officers up there too. Because I was flipping out, why am I in here? I should be home, I should be in the hospital. Officer took me out, smacked me up. I said, what are you smacking me for? Threw me back in the cell. I didn't press charges after that. And then when I left, when I got bailed out, because when he smacked me up, I got bailed out hours later. I literally got bailed out 4 hours after he smacked me up. And the first thing he said, hey, don't press charges on me. I didn't press charges. I didn't want to go back to the court system. Make a long story short, guys, even though I made it long, is that when I got out, when I went to court and the judge threw out the DUI, I was even more mad, but I was just done. But anyway, guys, let's bring this back to the Philippines. That's exactly why, when it comes to business, when it comes to women, when it comes to the people, you can't be too nice in the Philippines, because they'll look at you as food in all ways. And that's just a natural human instinct. It's not just a Philippines thing, it's anywhere in the world. Any country you're going to visit in the world, you can't be too nice. Because it happens to guys that go to Colombia, it happens to guys that go to Mexico. Okay, it can happen. You know, you get caught up in being too nice, and you know, that's when you get done dirty. Like, it was a guy I seen in Colombia, I was looking at on YouTube videos, and a guy got murdered in Colombia because, you know, people could tell he had money. It's wild. And it happens in the Philippines too. Guys get kidnapped. Not now, but back in the day, guys would get kidnapped and murdered, or kidnapped and held for ransom, you know? And it still can happen. So keep your eyes peeled, guys, and don't get caught up in being too nice when you come to the Philippines. The Philippines is back. Take a look around. Y'all can see it. Be up here by Moa, by the bay. It's packed. So this is Moa by Manila Bay. I'm happy to be out here. I think it was meant for me to stay well by Moa before I leave and go out and find another place. But I'm happy, guys. I'm excited. So you guys, it's looking like it's getting closer to where you guys can come on in. From the way it looks. Look at this, guys. Look around. People just walking around. There's tons of people walking back and forth up there. A bunch of people getting on the guys, this is the whole bay's like this. I should have been recording and walking it. With that being said, thank you for watching the Black Filipino TV. See you next video.